Good morning, or excuse me, good afternoon, my fellow Michiganders. Good afternoon, my fellow Americans. You get two lives with me today because I just had something come up off the press pretty hot. We have a hot potato, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going to talk about something that I think needs to be talked about, especially with President Trump making the remark yesterday that whoever wins the state of Michigan wins this election. So a supporter emailed me. So listen to this. Hot garbage. I'm not going to give you her name, but she is a resident of Liberty Township in Jackson County, Michigan. I'm writing you to relay an experience that my husband and I had that has the potential to impact the 2024 election. Listen to this. And I figured you are well enough connected to get this info to someone who might be interested. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do, is what I do best, is expose the hot garbage and get this out. So what I need you all to do is to share this video and tag and send it to the people who are fighting for election integrity. I'll be posting this on all my platforms after I'm done on X, and I will be tagging Governor Whitmer and Jocelyn Benson and Dana Nessel, because if this is happening, something needs to be done about it. She says, we are snowbirds and spend the winter in Florida. Before we left Michigan, we requested an absentee ballot for the primary. Early in 2024, we were sent a form to designate whether we wanted a Republican or Democrat ballot. We returned that form, got a ballot for the Republican side, and voted absentee. Shortly after voting absentee in the Republican primary, we received a letter from the Secretary of State saying that our permanent address had been changed to Florida. We did not request this. In the letter, there was a phone number to the Secretary of State's office to resolve any issues. And my husband called this number but was told he needed to talk directly to our township clerk. My husband has been working with our township clerk to resolve this issue for us. So the letter, I have it right here. It says, we recently received and processed a request to change your residence and or permanent mailing address. Your Michigan's driver's license or state identification card record has been updated to reflect the new address. If you have not changed your address or moved to a new residence, please contact us at the number 888-767-6424 as soon as possible between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday so that we may correct your address on record. Well, they contacted this number and they stated that they couldn't change it back. So they contacted the Secretary of State, did directly what the letter told them to do, and they said that they can't do it. You have to get a hold of your township. So they went and did that. So the residency issue happened to others as well, she states. This year, when the addresses came in for absentee ballots, the Secretary of State told our clerk to place those addresses in a different location within the computer voter database. So this is what was told to them by their clerk. Let me reread this because this is important. This residency issue happened to others as well. This year, when the addresses came in for absentee ballots, the Secretary of State told our clerk to place those addresses in a different location within the computer voter database. This new location is what triggered the change in their permanent address. The clerk has also been told that the only way to fix the problem was to individually change each address to the previous location within the voter database. Okay, so here's what I'm going to throw out. Is this just an honest mistake? Is this just Secretary of State Jocelyn Benson, the confusion of what she's kind of trying to do? Or I don't know. I'm not claiming anything. I'm not accusing anyone of anything. However, this is kind of fishy. It truly is. Because when they tried to change their address back, the township said that they can't do it. The Secretary of State said that they can't do it. So they're on their way back to Florida, and they're going to deal with this mess when they get back. But here's my questions that I think that are very important for all of us that are listening right now. Are they even going to receive a ballot for the presidency coming up here, November? Is it going to go to the wrong address, right? And this new database that they're talking about, right? They said that every single one of these needs to be put in a new computer voter database. Why? See, this is way above my pay grade. I don't know how this works. That's why I'm just doing a live to pose out questions out there so you all can get this information to the people who really know election integrity and who knows this stuff inside and out, because I don't, way above my pay grade. But that is interesting that on election year that they had a change of address without them asking for it. And when they're trying to change it back, there's all these, hey, I can't do it. You got to contact your clerk. And the clerk's saying, well, we can't do it. You got to contact the Secretary of State. So here's another question I'm going to pose. Is this only happening to Republicans? Is this only happening in Republican-red townships? Has this happened to anyone else out there? And so I think this answer or this question must be answered. And I think we need to pose the question to the people who are running the show. Jocelyn Benson, why is this happening? Pretty coincidental that the election's coming up here pretty quick. And we have address problems. So our folks not going to be able to get their ballot. And when you change in their address without them knowing it, you know, even if it's not election year, I think that can pose a problem for many things and for many people. So I did my job. I'm exposing it. And if it is intentional, that is hot garbage. But hopefully it's just an honest mistake, because we all know the terrible three here in the state of Michigan. They would never do anything intentionally, right, to make our lives worse. So I would like to know the answer to that question. So I will be tagging all of them with this video, and I encourage you all to share it and screen record it, share it, put it on Telegram. Let's get it out there. Let's get an answer to the folks who are having their addresses changed without them knowing it. And it looks like there is some problems even to change it back to the original. No bueno. No good. So let's share it. Let's get this information out so these people can get this taken care of. God bless you. God bless the state of Michigan. Of course, and always, God bless these United States. I'll talk to you soon.